Hi guys, it's Carisa and I have an Empties video for you today, and I feel like I need a new system again because I had a really hard time being able to tell if this was full enough, but I feel like I have plenty in here to talk about. It's just such a big container that I think it creeps up on me. So right on top I have 2 boxes of hair color. I say this every time. If you have the option, either financially or time-wise, to have your hair colored by a professional, that's obviously the best way to do things. I'm a jerk and like to try and do things myself, like cut my own hair and dye my own hair, and I'm always like sort of miserable with it, but so whatever. I have been coloring my hair myself, and this has been the hair color that I've used the last 2 times. I talked a little bit about this. I was trying to get away with using the level 4. And this L'Oreal Excellence Cream is supposed to be a little bit more potent and better for gray coverage. And I don't really have gray coverage so much as I have like this dull haze to my hair when it grows in. So it's kind of like my version of graying hair, I guess. I don't know, because I do have some white hairs that pop up, but for the most part, my hair just looks really, really dull and faded. It almost looks how it does if you're doing your makeup and you accidentally get some of your foundation or powder on the edge of your hair. That's how mine just sort of looks as it's growing in and needs to be colored. The last time I did it, I did use a level 3 and that was perfect. It wasn't too dark, so that it was really harsh and kind of, you know, made my features on my face look wrong, because I think that I've made that mistake a lot in the past. And I do have another box of this, but after that, I'm not sure if I'll continue to buy it, but there was a sale. If you bought 2, you got a $5 gift card. I am finally out of one of my containers of this Salon Graphics Invisible Dry Shampoo. This may not be as potent as some of the ones that do have the white powder in them, but I hate to have to work so hard to get that white powder out. I just hate it. I talked about this in my 2014 favorites video, so that is what this wrapper is from. This is my favorite bar soap lately. I am going to repurchase it yet again. It is the K-Hall Designs Triple Milled Shea Butter Soap. This is the scent Shoreline. It's just the littlest bit of fragrance, but it's not too strong. It's a shea butter and olive oil blend. It's a nice big giant bar. Mike likes it, I like it. It doesn't dry my skin out, but it doesn't make it feel scummy either, like how some of the more natural bar soaps are. This is the Herbal Essences Naked Dry Shampoo. This is a tiny sample that I received in either a Birchbox or I think maybe the Target Beauty box. This I actually liked quite a lot, but I have a weird thing to say about it. Stay with me on this. I loved this sample. And then I purchased one because I think I got a coupon when I received this also, so I just purchased one because I did like it quite a bit. But I had the full size of it, and it was very sputtery and spattery and leaky, and I'd have to try and clean the nozzle out every time I used it so that I wouldn't just shoot it across the room. I don't know, the formula that was in the full-size bottle didn't seem as good as what the sample was like, so I don't know if I just got a bad bottle of that, but I used quite a lot of it before it started to get like that, and I do store them upside down and shake them a lot before using them, so I feel like I'm doing everything right. I just had maybe a bad bottle. This is the Lancome Visionaire Corrector Fluid. I don't know what they call it. Advanced Skin Corrector for wrinkles, pores, and evenness. This is one of those samples that just makes me scratch my head because it doesn't tell you what it's for. It doesn't tell you how to use it. I mean, it tells you it's for, I'm gonna guess it's a moisturizer, but there's no information here. And I was too lazy to Google it, so I like it. I use it as a moisturizer. I use it almost more like a serum. I'm sure it's very pricey, and before I would invest in something like this, I'd probably need to know what it is and how to use it. This is a disgusting sample size of a Frederic Fekkai shampoo. No, this is a conditioner. This is the reparative, I think it's called the RX. Now, I did get this on the clearance rack at Target, and there is a good amount left in it. I don't know, maybe there's like half a use left. I can't really get it out very well. It has this really beautiful, like vanilla milk scent, very relaxing, nice nighttime scent. But I don't know, guys. I have the most sensitive and powerful olfactory scents in the world. Every single smell reminds me of another smell, and if it's a bad thing, I can't use it. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of a place I worked when I sold Decay and just a bad time in my life or something, or if somebody used something that smelled like this and I don't like them or something. I don't know. I can't tell you. This is one of those things where it just makes me feel sad. And then all day long I can smell it in my hair. 10,000 things I've purchased and used in the past that I love the way they smell vanish the second my hair is dry. But this sticks with me all day long. This is a Body Shop Satsuma beautifying oil. And if you are familiar with Satsuma from the Body Shop, you know just how exciting it is to be in a room with this scent. It is just the most invigorating, go get 'em, happy morning scent of all. Oh, it makes me want orange juice or something. Oh, it smells so good. The product, though, I should mention, is not my favorite. And I used this in unnecessarily large quantities every time I used it, just in hopes of getting rid of it and not having it anymore, because it's a dry oil. It doesn't do a ton for me. You know, it doesn't really absorb. It doesn't really hold in moisture or provide moisture. It just smells really good. So this is my La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant. It is not an antiperspirant. It is a deodorant in the pure vanilla fragrance. It's all... I tried to get to the last little bit because I don't know, it seemed like there was so much more product in there. I couldn't get to it. I was trying to like dig it out with my fingernails and apply it by hand, and it was just not happening. It was not spreading, and I thought, quit being a cheap ass and just get rid of that. I can't use this every day. I can use it more now that I have lost a little bit of weight, but I'm still a substantial enough size that I think that it's wise to have a little bit of antiperspirant on. I don't use it every single day. I do have a new bottle of this, and I basically use this until I get to a point where my body's like, can't get away with that anymore. I also use the Silk Underwear Powder by Lush, and that's helpful too. It's kind of just a big combination of stuff going on to try and make sure that, you know, in my bra it doesn't smell like Parmesan cheese and my underarms don't get chafy. You know, there's things that need to happen in order for that to not really be an issue in life. So my apologies if that was gross, but you know what I'm talking about. I have a lot of little like travel sizes today. This is a travel size of the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse. This is an oil cleanser. It smells really good, like essential oils. Ooh, it just smells like a spa. Such a nice experience. I do have the full size of this now, so this one is done. See, this is how I know that I should have done this sooner, because some of these things, I can't remember the last time I used them. This I did during my last Get Ready With Me video. I used this Hourglass Illusion, like tinted moisturizer. It comes out in a pretty heavy mousse consistency, and I did put too much of it on my face. It was a little too yellow toned for my skin also. I think that it was way more full coverage than what I was expecting out of something that is like a tinted moisturizer basically. So at the end of the day, I did feel like I was really makeup-y looking before bed. It was really separated looking. That probably had a lot to do with the fact that I put too much of it on. This is the Rimmel Scandalize Rockin' Curves Mascara. I think I received this in a Vox box. It has this really gimmicky curved wand, like crooked looking, like it looks like a witch's finger from a storybook, you know? Grind your bones to make my bread. That wasn't a witch. That was an ogre or something. I'm gonna brush up on my fairy tales. Anyway, this mascara was very underwhelming in my opinion. I have very high standards for mascara, and there are drugstore ones that make the cut, but this isn't one of them. This is the Mally Volumizing Mascara. This stuff is just so messy. I really did like it, but it's so chunky and messy, and it squirts out of the container when I pull the wand in and out. It just felt like I was always getting it on my hands, and even if I was careful and kind of scraped the wand, I still felt like I had so much product on the wand itself. I have finished a Knee Matte Vanilla Musk perfume oil. This is a rollerball oil. I believe this is sold at Whole Foods. I don't have a Whole Foods around me. I usually just put a little bit on the back of my neck like this. It smells like the most delicious vanilla cookie or something that you could ever smell. I like to put this on every day regardless of whether or not I'm going to wear other fragrance, and it kind of adds to other scents if I do wear them, but alone it's perfect. It almost smells like cotton candy. It is just so sweet and rich and pretty smelling, and I think it's something that most people would like. I have a finished bottle of Seche Vite. I believe what I did with this one was I combined it with another bottle that I had that was about half used. Here's this. This always happens when I have one of these, doesn't it? It's all rubbed off, so I can't even tell you what it's called. It is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. This is my current one and the old one. I actually think I got a different color this time. Oh, no, I didn't. They're both ivory. This is a deluxe sample, I'm gonna guess, of the Laura Mercier foundation primer, and I'm kind of bummed out that this happened. It is expired, I'm almost positive. I don't know when I received this, but it smells like old crayons, and I actually put it on my face without smelling it really confidently one day, and it smelled so strong that I had to wash my face in order to start my makeup over again because I didn't want to smell that all day. This is the Boscia Tsubaki Cleansing Oil Gel, and I received this as a point perk from Sephora. I'm almost positive this was like a 100 point perk, and I liked this a lot. I actually ended up purchasing a full size of it, and I use it almost every day in my skincare routine. I realized that I did tell a lot of you that I would do a skincare routine video in January. I don't know if it's realistic to tell you that it would happen this month, but I'll probably be doing it within the next 2 weeks. The reason why I've had such a hard time figuring out how I'm going to do it is I wanted to show myself using the products, but I never think to do it, you know, at the end of the day, just show myself using the products when I'm taking my makeup off. And I feel like it'd be silly to put on a full face of makeup just to masquerade the fact that that's me taking off my makeup. So I think what I'll do is most likely just tell you about all of the products because there's a whole bunch of them that I use in different capacities. If that is really upsetting to you and you want to see it a certain way, just let me know and I'll work with that. Lastly, I have some products here that have either gone bad or that I'm choosing not to use any longer even though they are not technically empties. The first one is this Maybelline Color Tattoo in the color Tough as Taupe. This is the main color I use to fill my brows. This is not what I used today, but this is what I use in most of my videos. And unfortunately, even re-moisturizing it and really trying to, you know, re-wet my brush and bring it back to life, it does dry out because it takes me so long to use a pot. So, I mean, I've had this on for a really long time, and I use such a small amount. I've had the new one that I have here for almost a month now, and this is what it looks like. I just have barely scraped the surface of it. What I'm wearing today is the Anastasia Dip Brow in medium brown. Yes, medium brown. And that one I've used less, and you can just tell. So just to give you an idea of how long this has been around for, oops, that's the lid, how long this has been around for, it kind of balls up when I'm trying to spread it. I can't thin it back out. And I did actually hit the bottom. I don't know if you can see the light through it. Probably not. But I don't know, I was proud of the fact that I used as much of that as I did before it was starting to really get like fuzzy looking and I couldn't control it as well and get as precise a line. This I have not liked since pretty much the week I got it. This is an example of something that I should have returned, but I just felt like it would maybe grow on me and I kept using it despite really not caring for it. This is the Philosophy Animal Cracker lip gloss. Pink Frosted Animal Cracker, excuse me. It smells like gingerbread to me, or like graham crackers almost. And when it's on my lips, it just tastes bad. This was at one time good stuff, and I still didn't even like it then, and I've had it for a really long time, and it hasn't improved any, so I will be discarding this. This is the Hurrah Raw Vanilla Bean Lip Balm, and I do like these quite a lot. I have a few of them. I prefer the coconut one over this one, but it has kind of like a, that is why I'm throwing it out. It goes on really nicely, it lasts for a long time, it's a fairly good lip balm considering, I don't know, considering I have not finished it and I will be throwing it away because this does smell spoiled. I think it's just because it's raw and organic and there isn't much in here there's like no preservative of any kind in here, is there? Lastly, I am going to be parting ways with this Revlon Color Stay. This is for normal to dry skin and it is in the color 200, which is nude. I was kind of getting the feeling that my current foundation was a little off, the color was off, because it's getting closer to being the dead of winter here, because yes, the dead of winter is more like end of January through March. Hi, Lucy. So what I've been wearing is, I just love this stuff, this Maybelline Dream Wonder. I've been wearing 20 Classic Ivory, but I can tell that it was a little bit too pink for me. It was looking a little bit too dark. So I went a step down to 15, which is Ivory, and I think that that looks an awful lot better. But I didn't realize just how spoiled I am by the formula of this. It is such a great, smooth, thin, but decent coverage formula that when I reached into my stash and wanted to try this out, I couldn't believe how it looked on my skin. It was cakey and ruddy looking and just heavy makeup. It was too opaque for my liking. And honestly, I just felt kind of blah about my face all day because every time I looked in the mirror, it just looked old and wrinkly and dry. It looks completely full, but there actually isn't even very much left in here. So I don't know if the product is oxidized a lot, but there is a possibility that there was a time in my life where this worked out really well for me, just based on what my skin condition was like at the time or the time of year or whatever. I don't remember when I bought this and was using it really regularly, but I know that for me right now and for my personal needs, I don't see myself using the rest of what's in this bottle and enjoying it anytime soon. I think it's snuggle time. Kind of loose. I just cannot control my bangs today. They just want to, you know what they want to do? They want to make me look like Shemp. They want to just completely split. Oh, is that what's going on here? I think this is what my hair is deciding is cool today. All right, that is it for me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.